Hey team, we made it. We got through day one, and I don't think it was terrible. I don't know. We found out that Schoology wasn't 100% reliable, but I think they have their details worked out, so that should be smoother. So today, this video today is going to be quite a bit quicker than the one from yesterday. Um, just to uh, just to show you a couple things, a couple reminders, and then a little introduction of what I'm hoping for today, and then I'm going to sign off. So first of all, just remember, when you get to Schoology and pick on your course, you're going to get to a screen that looks something like this. Here's that student support link. That's always important. If there's anything that you need, you can look at that. Mrs. Lardy and her team put together that with a lot of supports out there. But otherwise, just if you need anything, again, please let me know. A little bit about what my philosophy of e-learning is like. I don't know, but there's that. Then there's nothing in previous weeks yet because we don't have any previous weeks. General Info has the sheet that has all your logins. Most of you seem to get logged in today, so that's good. If you need that, it's in here, the logins for your particular hours and so on. This is going to be the main thing. Again, the document that tells the week of that we're in. Of course, tomorrow will be Tuesday, so you click on that. I hate it in this little box here, right there. So as I told you yesterday, I pop it out into its own window. But then just some stuff that's going to be on here today that wasn't on there yesterday. Weekly overview. What's being covered this week? When you look at yours for your particular course, you're going to see a bunch of objectives listed from Khan Academy. I've decided that my hope is that we can kind of ease into doing math again and doing some things. Depending on your course, the review stuff that you'll be doing will be different. For advanced algebra, it'll be some algebra stuff. For MTS, it'll be some algebra stuff. For AP Stat, there will be things from basically from Chapter 7, sampling distributions. Again, kind of a, hey, what was that all about as we move forward, because that's a pretty important foundation. So that will be there at the top for the week. Padlet here for questions if you want to post them. Here's what happened on Monday. That will not change. That was the same as what it was for today. Then we get to Tuesday. Now, one thing that we're going to do on Tuesdays, it's TED Tuesday. And so I'll tell you in a little bit about what that means in a second. So, today's tasks, the first one, as always, watch the daily video. That's this that I'm making right now. So if you're listening to me talk about it, you must have figured that out and how to do that. Step 2, you will be totally blown away, or maybe not, by the TED Ed video that I have in here for you. It's a little diversion from math stuff, right? I know it's day 2, so I'm not sure you need a diversion yet, but something not necessarily mathy, but hopefully will engage your brain a little bit. Might be interesting, probably not, because if I think it's interesting, I mean, it's probably lame, but just something to get your brain going a little bit. Then the next thing, go to Khan Academy and start reviewing the topics listed above, right? Here's what I was talking about yesterday. The academic material, I'm not going to relist all those objectives and say exactly how many should you do today? I don't know. You'll kind of decide that. How much time you want to spend on math today, how much time you want to spend on chemistry, how much time you want to spend on whatever. So you'll spend whatever amount of time you want to work on. That will be part of what's continuing on Wednesday and Thursday and so on. But just so you can know, if you want to, I'm not going to be adding any more academic content. It'll be what's right there for this week. So, and then the final thing on here, complete the daily check-in. Most of you actually remembered to do that today, and that's awesome. If you forgot to, this is because Mr. TG told me in a conversation, we're taking attendance just in the morning, but he really wants to have a way to make sure that each student is engaged in each class each day. He really wanted, at first he proposed to me that I should have something that you should turn in each day, some math assignment. And I said that didn't seem practical. And so what I came up with is to have you do this daily check-in. And again, it's going to have 2 questions. What did you work on today? And I'm mostly interested in what did you work on today in terms of math class. And maybe you say it was nothing because I did my chemistry instead. That's okay. But kind of what did you do? And then how did it go? Were you engaged with it? Kind of whatever. Don't lie about this. Be honest. If you didn't do any math today because you did it all yesterday, or you're going to do it tomorrow, or whatever, that's okay. Be honest. But it's it's you checking in with me each day a little bit in terms of what you're doing. So I would appreciate that. And then that's really about it for tomorrow. I'm going to remind you about when we get to Friday. It's going to be almost all the same, except the last thing will be complete your weekly self-assessment. In the weekly self-assessment, I'm going to ask you to evaluate yourself on a scale from 0 to 10. That kind of shows your engagement throughout the week. It's not 2 points per day. It's overall, yep, I gave good effort. I applied myself. I did what you asked me to do. Whatever, that's worth a 10. If you go, I barely did anything each day, and maybe I get a 3 for the week or whatever. This is your self-assessment regarding your effort and your engagement for the week. So I'm going to ask you to do that on Friday. So just kind of be aware of that as you're going through the week. Again, I don't care which day you do the actual math assignments, but your engagement throughout the week. That's really about it for today. So the last thing is I simply need to leave you with this deep thought by Jack Handey. I think that a hat which has a little cannon that fires and then goes back inside the hat is at least a decade away.